Good morning, students. How are you all? Doing well? Studying hard? Well, this video is for the chapter 18 and it is the part 2 of this chapter, in which we will be studying about the first war for independence, that is Revolt for 1857, in which the Sepoy Mutiny takes place. Well, this is the picture of Sepoy Mutiny, okay, and the revolt of 1857. Well, the revolt started by the soldiers at Meerut on 10th May 1857. Okay, the soldiers moved from Meerut to Delhi and proclaimed Bahadur Shah Zafar as the Emperor of India. Revolt spread to other parts of the country under the leadership of many leaders. There were many leaders who took the leadership and led the revolt to other parts of the country, like Rani Lakshmi Bai, Nana Sahib, Tantia Tope, Liaquat Ali, Begum Hazrat Mahal, and so on. These are the pictures of those freedom fighters. Well, although the revolt was being taken place, it was not successful and was suppressed by the Britishers. Although the revolt was unsuccessful, but it was significant. Why significant? Because it paved the way for the rise of modern nationalism movement. So it is called the First War of Independence. Okay, so this struggle of India against the British paved the way for the rise of the modern national movement. So it is popularly known as First War of Independence. Well, this is the flag during the revolt of 1857 of Indians. Reasons behind the failure of the revolt. Well, although everybody wanted to get permission, but it was a failure. So we are now studying about the reasons of the failure. The revolt was restricted to few areas and was unorganized. It was not planned. Okay, the people of the country were not united in their anti-British sentiments. Although there were anti-British sentiments, but there were some people who were fighting for their own problems. Okay, so they were not united in anti-British sentiments. There was no common goal except anti-foreigner sentiments. Common goal nahi tha. It was not a common goal. It was only the anti-foreign sentiments were there. Okay, the rebels had meager resources in comparison to the English soldiers who had the modern weapons. Indians did not have a modern weapons. Okay, but the British soldiers had modern weapons. Well, this is the Enfield rifle which led to the Sepoy Mutiny. The cartridge of this rifle was filled with cartridge which was greased with the fat of pigs and cows, which hurt the religious sentiments of the Indians. After the revolt of 1857, the act of the Indian administration was transferred to the crown of the British. Indian princes were allowed to rule, but under the control of British government. Viceroy was appointed to rule over India on behalf of the crown. One of the important advantages of the British rule was the introduction of modern education system. Well, growth of the Indian nationalism. Modern education system in India made the difference. Well, this is the only thing which we got from the British, that modern education system, which helped the Indians, the educated Indians, raise the feeling of the unity among the Indians, which was lagging behind earlier. Okay, and the feeling of the unity became stronger, and it resulted in the formation of Indian National Congress in 1885. So because of the modern English system, educated Indians paved the way for the formation of Indian National Congress, and it was formed in 1885. That was true by an Englishman named A.O. Humes. The first session of Indian National Congress was held at Bombay and was chaired by W.C. Banerjee. He was the chairman of Indian National Congress first session. Okay, now growth of Indian National Congress, uh, how its growth took place. Thereafter, the INC held regular sessions every year under the presidency of Gopal Krishna Gokhale, Dadabhai Naoroji, Surendranath Banerjee, etc. There were many people who came up and joined the Indian National Congress, and it was chaired and leadership under the leadership of many such leaders who took forward the national movement. The Congress requested the British government to introduce various reforms to improve social and economic conditions of the Indians. The first thing which the Indian National Congress did was to request for the social reforms in the Indian society. Rising popularity of the Indian National Congress worried the British, and they formed a strict law to suppress the nationalism. As the Indian National Congress progressed, and many people were joining it in the India national movement, so it gave the worries to the British, and this made strict laws to suppress the nationalism. Okay, so this is the picture of Dadabhai Naoroji and A.O. Humes. Did you know the first war of independence is also known as Sepoy Mutiny? Lord Canning was the first Viceroy of India who introduced many reforms. Lord William Bentinck is famous for the social reforms such as abolition of Sati Pratha, suppression of female infanticide. So there were many British who helped in the social reforms of India, which were the ill effects of the unemployment and uneducation in the Indian society, and they reformed our Indian society by abolishing Sati Pratha, suppression of female infanticide, and so many things. This is the Mangal Pandey, who was the first person to stand again in front of British that they will not allow the British orders, and he was hanged till death. Thank you for watching the video, and study hard.